at Barber Motorsports Park with Danny Eslick. Just a couple questions kind of about your beginnings from racing. I think everyone knows you started out in flat track, but maybe not all the details. So how old were you when you first got into that?
I was 4 years old when I started riding flat track, and 5 when I started racing the local dirt track, Rougeau Raceway in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I've got an older brother that was already racing, so kind of had some footsteps to follow and somebody to chase around. And that was kind of, I guess, my motivation as a kid to chase my older brother around as any brother would.
I think a lot of racers can probably agree with that, the whole older brother thing. How old were you when you decided to try road racing, and what kind of caused you to give that a go?
I had been dirt tracking, and my grandparents asked me if I wanted to go to some sort of summer camp or tennis camp, and I said super camp, and went to Danny Walker's American Super Camp and hooked up with him and Chris Carr, and did a few of the schools, and they stayed in contact with my mom and got me hooked up with some really good people in Texas, Brooks and Reesker Mills of Shogun Motorsports, and Audrey with Moto Liberty down in Dallas, and they put me on a 125, and it was a different ball game for me from day one, getting onto the asphalt. And I'm used to being on rough and nasty dirt tracks that are dusty and just behind schedule. We show up at a road race and everything's pretty much on schedule and neat and clean and tidy. So that was pretty cool, and that was at 14 when I started road racing.
So at initially your first thought, what did you like better?
The road racing was cool. I liked, I've always, as a kid, any kid likes speed, and from coming up dirt track, and yeah, it's kind of fast, but you get on a road race bike, and even a 125 is, probably 40, 50 mile an hour faster than I'd ever gone on anything. So, that was definitely a big experience getting onto a 125, and I think the first time I rode it, I drug my knee, and then the second session out, I was like, I was feeling it and slid, and the thing high-sided me to the moon, and my day was ended about a session and a half into it.
That's awesome. So do you ever get a chance to do any more flat tracking now?
I play with it a little bit at home. I've done some races in the past, done Springfield TT, and it's kind of been rough on me. It's I like doing it and enjoy it, and going back and seeing all my friends at those races, but this road racing is kind of what pays the bills for me, and I've had a couple little injuries when I've gone and done it, so not the smartest move. So I've kind of opted to just play with it at home and ride my 450s and do a little trail ride, but mostly just go trail ride, not so much dirt track anymore.
That's awesome. So on a completely separate topic, I went on Twitter and asked people things I should ask you about in the interview. And I'm told that you lost some sort of bet with the basketball game. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, it's been. I'm not big into. I don't keep up with a lot of the other sports, but Oklahoma's got a pretty awesome NBA team and made it to the finals against the Miami Heat. So, and earlier in the season when we were down in Miami testing, I went with Robertino, Pietri to one of the games, to one of the Miami Heat against the Orlando Magic. So that was pretty neat experience for my first professional game, and then we had a little gentleman's bet for the finals, and I think he took a couple $100 from me.
Oh, because I heard something about you wearing a Heat jersey.
Yeah, he had his extra small Miami Heat shirt that I had to wear to the riders meeting.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing pictures of that, and good luck this weekend. Hope to see you move up a little further from where you were yesterday, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Awesome, thank you, appreciate it.